Lower bracket semi-final. Loser is out. Winner takes on the loser of Focus versus WFZ. Focus versus 120. Here it is. Group A of the Yule Cup. We have the two favorites prevailing with quick and clean 2-0s. And that means we get an undead versus human. Todd will celebrate in chat. 15 sway. Switching from night elf to human here. WFZ.
Only if the human loses hardcore, though.
What?
Only if the human loses hardcore.
Why would Todd celebrate if he loses hardcore?
Well, because then it's evidence.
All right, we have this matchup right here. Best of 3 once again. First to 2. Who will survive? How does WFZ cope with this crushing defeat over 120? Like, how does he approach this now? How does he shrug off the defeat?
I think it's not too hard to do. Like, that loss does hurt, but it was against 120. It was against one of the best players in the world, one of the tier 1 top 6 players. And his next opponent is a lot easier in a matchup which I think favors him much more. WFZ has always been really strong against human. One of the best 2-base players, actually, in this matchup, in my opinion. Much more so centered on the counter expanding than many other undeads are. And what gives me a bit of a giggle here is how you said that, you know, he's playing similarly to me, kind of, sometimes. And you know what I love to do against human? Oh. Having a far forward graveyard in my base.
Ah.
And guess what we have?
A
far forward graveyard.
See? This becomes a pattern. So what's the upside of this far forward graveyard?
You have space in the back of the base to set up your slaughterhouse on tier 2 fairly easily, where it's much more easy to protect. And having graveyard exposed really doesn't matter. If the human decides to attack and kill that graveyard, that's his waste of time. It can somewhat expose the ghouls, but again, if the human goes into your base and attacks the ghouls, that's usually good for you. As long as your shop and acolytes aren't dying, you're happy.
Okay, if I can be happy, then I will adapt to this build. Archmage with Gloves of Haste first. Can WFZ prevent the level 2? Not looking good. He's not in time for the Flesh Eater. Did you notice that a lot of pros force the Flesh Eater to use Cannibalize so he doesn't do that much damage sometimes?
I did not.
I saw that recently. I don't know if it was a mistake like 3 times in a row, Sweet Steel, or if that's a new thing.
Good steals here by WZ. This makes it so that level 3 isn't going to be too easy for the AM. It's always the difficulty with this map early for human. Level 3 creep route isn't that easy. The only way to get it securely is go Tuskar into green into Expo, but that is so much militia time. That slows down your tech immensely. So here come the militia now. We have 7, I think it is. Yep, 7 militia, 4 footies soon. And off we go towards the expansion harass. It is pretty much for certain that this DK is going to get level 2. But is the AM going to get level 3 here is the question.
We have only 1 coil, no Rod of Necromancy anymore. So this coil has to land on something big. Water Mantle already gone. So the militia and footmen will take some damage. We have 4 skeletons up. Tuskar goes to 15 sway, level 2.4. And here's the coil, here's the steel, here's level 2.
Yeah, important kill there to get for WFZ. And he's almost got another coil ready. Peasants are starting to die. This is starting to look a bit painful over here for 15 sway. He's gonna finish the camp though. DK, 1 more coil. Does he want to use all of his mana? If he gets the Ice Troll, I think he will. Oh, nicely played around there by 15 sway. But here we go. 1 or 2 creeps, or maybe 3 last hits lost, and now AM level 2. And this is the difficulty of the map. And now, where to go? You could go to the green camp, but that exposes your expansion, and it's not even enough for the level up. You could go to the Arachnothids, but that's not really that easy to creep, especially if the undead is around. The sentry, though, is really nice, placed in the middle. This is going to give 15 sway quite a bit of security.
Next to the tavern, but fiends are ready. DK is far away, so this is calculatable. Can he get level 3 though? Lightning shield drop, not used. Fiends chased back, but he's giving this up before level 3. Weird movement.
I like that WZ is keeping up the aggression. You don't want to give the AM level 3 for free.
There's 2 more coils right here. You can just steal more scorpions. Little bit of a flank with 2 skeletons. And the continuous harass. Tower's not up. Expo's not up. And he interrupts his creeping. Denies level 3 once again.
If WZ could get the tower cancelled here, this would be a really big deal. But 15 Sway is prioritizing, trying to keep that alive. This is something that Happy always tries to get, the Arcane Tower cancel, and then when the Lich comes in, more skeletons, more kills, and then things can really quickly spiral out of control. But the footies are always threatening the surround, so I guess with that, 15 Sway is keeping this tower up. And it cannot be overstated how important this is. As the Lich now is on the way, tier 3 also coming. Slaughterhouse producing the first couple of statues, so pretty quick tech here by WFZ, once again very happy inspired.
There's no second or third row of Necromancy on the Lich. Maybe he was a little short on resources and wanted to have the Nova against the Footman quicker. So prioritizing that. With only 1 tower up, that's understandable. That was the last charge of skeletons. But Archmage still not level 3. He needs 1 more skeleton. He should get that quickly, but we're already 7 minutes in.
Defense finishes now, but footy numbers are pretty low. It's only 5 of them. But AM gets level 3. That was so important, thanks to the skeletons. Alright, and now it's time to hold on, time to survive. Important thing here is to not have the footies on A-click. You don't want to attack the heroes. That will lead to nothing. Unless they are really low. Which, they're not really.
Yeah, I like
the statue comes in, this all of this damage will count for nothing.
Exactly. I like the focus fire on the DK as long as he was in range. But as you said, the statue for healing now. So good. Double water elemental, big mana invested. And what's he supposed to do? Usually at this time, you want to grab a couple of footmen, run into your opponent's base, try to do something, at least force the undead back to relieve the pressure from your economy. And get your tier 2, tier 3 rolling, but that's not the case here.
Yeah, 15 Sway is counting the seconds right now until tier 2. When the MK comes out, things are gonna change. Then suddenly kills can be forced as the DK's mana is rather low. There's no shop though. Oh, there's a shop in the main actually. Okay. Unusual to see it positioned there. Normally it's at the expansion or between the bases. So with that, AM getting clarity and a bit of healing. And yeah, this is still a scary moment. Mass repair is forced on these towers. Once again, 15 Sway has to come in. Tier 2 is finally done and the MK now starts. 1 minute away is the human from the second hero.
Yeah, this water elemental will probably be level 3. 1 more coil. 2 more Nova soon. With the regen of the statues. There we go. And 15 Sway, despite having low footman numbers, still trying to go for it. Is hoping for like some single units walking north, but there's Max a Fiend. Pitlord third, happy inspired, let's siege this.
And the counterattack here by the couple of footmen, I'm not sure how much it's really gonna do. We have the DK at home already. And Destroyer form upgrade coming in as well. And here comes the Rain of Fire. Lots of damage from the Pitlord. It's only 2 towers. It is too easy to kill as it seems.
Oh.
Yep, all the peasants are falling.
Oh.
And this Expo is extremely broken.
Yeah, they were walking into this Rain of Fire. And the DK at home, it can just easily deal with it. No damage done, really. Mountain King comes in and a TP. How much is he able to get with the Storm Bolts? Good burrows. I think there's no reveal. Oh, there was reveal. And there's the Watcher Ward. Okay, so it's completely wrong. But that's 2 Fiends dead. Not too bad.
If he can kill like 3 Fiends here and then the Knights come in, maybe this is still doable. Certainly not easy though for the human. Oh, but now the DK has arrived, the coils are coming in and the footies are just being decimated. Not even an orb here, but it's not like the orb is required as it seems.
Nope, not if you have Nova and get the damage that way. Ouch! But yeah, lack of orb might hurt in the long run, but there's no tower. He can just run into the peasant line and wipe it out.
In this expansion, is now fully disrupted. No mining here anymore. Still no tier 3. Still no knights. Still no pally. The power spikes just didn't hit quickly enough. The defense was not solid enough. And I think this is mainly down to footman numbers being too low. Defense being late also was a bit of a problem. But I think it was mainly the footman numbers.
Yeah, and the power spike of WFZ just impaled him on the way to tier 2, tier 3. We got a couple of gyros, but also web ready. Man, how different WFZ is playing this game compared to the 1-2-0. How much, like, how much more brave he is. He's engaging constantly despite lower levels, despite only having level 1 coil, lacking some items maybe. He just knew, I'm better than you. I win these engagements. I get the better trades, and I'm going to kick your ass.
Yeah. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to take out this town hall, and now it's going to be the human 15 sway trying to stabilize on one base, but boy, that's not easy. TP's gone already. Levels are disastrous for second hero and third hero. Only 1-1. Paladin not even out yet. In the meantime, Lich is about to hit level 3. Pitlord level 2 already. Yeah. DK finally gonna go get the orb.
Oh, Cleave, man. Cleave's gonna be so good. But by the way, I adjusted the mic volume, so let me know if things are better now. I don't want Remo to be quiet with all his expert analysis. It's level 2.5 now. How can 15 Sway come back? He needs another expo. You can't really play one base with all the upgrades and items you need.
Yeah, he needs expansion. He needs 4, 3, 3 levels. He needs a lot of knights and a lot of gyros. What he needs is a ton of time. A ton of time. And hope that the undead heroes are not getting too high. But WZ is claiming the middle right now. It's creeping up more and more.
Yeah, he got the shop and the marketplace. There's a soul ghoul run by, just making sure that nothing's ever coming up at the natural again. And he lost these encounters without an orb. And that's one of the best things you can get as an undead. Whoa, heavy nuke on the paladin. No item. And bye support hero.
Yeah. Militia coming in. The Pitlord level 3 says, hello, friends.
Yep. And yeah, exactly. Song of Ice and Fire on WFZ's side. Waiting for the Nova still, but it's all good. Number of fiends may be a little low, but he's just kiting against it. Rain of Fire hits the gyros. This is well played by WFZ. Nice kiting, nice usage of his spells, good control. I like it.
He's of course got the way bigger army and the way stronger heroes, so this is pretty easy to micro. But, you know, one can fail at that as well. I've been there. But this is looking very good now for WFZ. The Knights are finding a few kills, but it's still, what, a 20 supply lead over here? Yep. Not even an Orb of Fire yet, because resources are just too low.
Oh, Coil Nova ready. Nova, not willing to invest a coil. Oh, there he is. Invo Potion. Paladin is back. That was a quick resurrection, but Holy Light level 1. And the DK is just...
Archmage?
Giving him Passage. I think the Mountain King is dying earlier. Oh, no. No hero kill in the end. 1-0 for WFZ, dominating Northern Isles. He found the right timings and punished 15 Sway for pretty much everything. Looking at Todd?
Yeah. Yeah, Northern Isles is definitely a tough map for human. I agree there. It's so hard to find the right build, to find the right opening, and to have a good defense going. Yeah, what I can say is 15 Sway. Watch Infi's game. Try to copy it. I know it's not easy, but, you know.
Yeah, that's what they say, right? Just play like Infi. Just play like 1-2-0. Just play like Lin.
Just play like Happy, yeah.
Easy.
If you want to win tournaments, just play like Happy.
Yeah. Okay. That's... Thanks for letting me know. By the way, did you see my games on Thursday at Creepjack?
No. Did you play like Happy?
I owned! 4-0. in my most hated matchups, once against Snyder, one against Human. I owned so hard. By the way, thank you, Dustin, for the sub, and Forga for the 25-month resub. Just watch the latest Creep Jack. You and Florentine have a nice dynamic with each other. Love these shows. Thank you. Next Thursday is the return of Yannis Canis versus No Problemo for Remo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. First, of course, we're going to have the Yule Cup Grand Final that we're casting together as the bros that we are. But after that's done, after the dust of the Yule Cup is settled, we go at each other's throats and test our knowledge in Warcraft 3.
Scary, bro. Scary. I hope that's going to work out with the time, by the way.
Yeah, otherwise I'm going to be
weird.
a little late. He can play a ladder game. This week I also had to get a taxi, and the taxi driver was the best. Like, dude, can you, like, try to get there as fast as possible? I have a show to attend. Oh, what do you do? Like, yeah, gaming, TV show, whatever. Oh, that's awesome. And then usually it takes like 15 minutes by car, depends on the traffic.
You got to go ready.
Oh, he got there in 8 minutes.
Damn, dude.
Awesome taxi driver. Shout out. Forgot his name, but I gave him 5 stars.
Was it an Uber driver? No, wait, we don't have that in Germany, right?
We have Ride. That's pretty much the same as Uber.
Oh. Dude, I haven't taken a taxi in forever. Are they cheaper than taxis?
Yeah. But they're not as available as taxis. So you have to wait like 5 to 10 minutes longer. Which usually is totally fine, but if you're in a hurry, then a taxi is still better.
Map 2 coming up. Concealed Hill.
Yeah, it's absolutely right. No one is noticing that your disease cloud is gone. I expected some people commenting on it. Like, when you installed your green screen, people went crazy. Where's Remo's room? Where's Remo's room? I miss Remo's room. Where's drink beer? And now that we finally fixed the disease cloud, nobody is saying anything. I'm so disappointed by chat.
Chat, come on now. Don't disappoint me here like that. But yeah, we yesterday it took a whole 10 seconds to fix the issue.
Unexpected though. I had like an epiphany of how to fix it. And it worked out flawlessly. And then the Heroes Health guy said, "Oh no, just leave the green screen. Just show us your rooms." Like, oh, okay, you crazy Americans.
Neo.
Yes, Remo.
I have a difficult question for you here.
Uh-oh.
Gonna test you right now.
Uh-oh.
What is the crucial move for Human to make to secure an easier early game on this map? Within the first...
I know it!
Okay.
Send out a footman to harass.
And do what with the footman? So far, you're right.
Steal a creep?
Pretty close. Pretty close. You can't really steal a creep. That's very unlikely to occur. But you want to be trailing the DK, so you are at the creep camp instantly if he's there. This is what Infi and TH showed. It is a sacrificial footman oftentimes, but if you put damage on the DK and if you delay the creep camp, that is worth the footy easily. And something you should always, always, always do against Undead on this map.
All right. Here's the footman. He's moving out. Let's see if he's following your lead.
Yeah. And the mistake that's oftentimes made by humans here is to send the footy into the main. You don't want to do that. The footy trails the DK and runs into the creep camp at the same time. Why at the same time? Because if you are at the same height as the DK, you don't get ensnared. So footy, stay around the DK.
Forces are under attack.
Oh, no, he's not doing it. Okay, I guess it works out here in this game because WFZ is not going for the ogre camp first to creep, which I'm really surprised by. Oh, he's going for the green camp first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So totally expecting an expansion, and
Yeah.
just ready to punish it.
Is that better though? If you go for the ogre camp, you can still be in time for the expansion. Nice little move by the Acolyte, by the way. Pulled out the turtle camp to delay the creeping of level 2 just that little bit longer.
To find the time to creep these gnolls. I mean, with that camp, he has a lot of skeletons right now.
Oh, wow. And
Wow.
the DK now might be able to steal the turtle. He uses it on the water elemental. Now the coil's on cooldown.
It was
Okay,
rather
that was a little
easy.
questionable.
Oh,
But the DK still close to the level up. Needs one more level 3 creep to get there. This is actually not too bad, this opening, I think.
Yes, it's already a delay. Without fighting too heavy, without using too much of his HP to sacrifice that for time. Now the militia move out. 3 minutes 30. And there's still so much mana and a lot of necromancy remaining. Thank you, Doku Doki, for the 4-month resub. Is this my prime sub resubbing? If so, that's excellent. That's exactly what it is. And Don Cojones for the 2-month resub. Shiha, thank you. So, harass. Here's level 2. One worker already down. The water elemental got denied. But it's gone.
Zero pressure on the DK, though. That is not exactly the ideal way you want to have that happen. DK gets the last hit as well of the Overseer right there as a null. And yeah, this is why you want to pressure the DK. So he can't stay around to so easily get these last hits. A footy's gonna die as well. This was a really good harass for WFZ. And the really cool thing with this opening is now the AM doesn't have the green camp next to the expansion to get level 3. So this is the really smart thing about this. But
I mean, you can go to the shop.
Yeah, he can go to the green also at the spider crab. Pretty good by WFZ. Not the most solid defense in my opinion by 15 Sway though. Zero pressure on the DK and such.
Well, he makes up for it now, but this should be another footman dead. Dude, he's spamming these coils aggressively. And with good reason. Was very successful with it. Tier 2, done. I'm slipping in macro a little. There we go. Lich. No. Okay, there's the next cigarette. As he needs to queue Slaughterhouse in tier 3 anyway.
Yeah, the good thing for 15 Sway at least is only a single peasant died. So he was still having 6 peasant economy at the expansion. So this expansion came up really quickly and he has more lumber income. He has tons of lumber in fact. Because he didn't have to call more militia from the main. So he could tech right now. Ooh. It's pretty greedy I almost want to say. He has 6 footmen. I hope he doesn't forget about the defend again.
DK getting closer to level 3, almost there. Archmage is already there. Crystal Ball, decent, I guess. So, defend upgrade in research. So is the keep tech. Towers, 1 arcane, soon to be a guard. But is that enough?
Defend timing is good though. Should be working out well enough. I like the water elemental scout at least. Attempted. Oh, where did he scan? Scan somewhere. In the main, okay. Oh, footies running into the waiting arms of the Lich. That's not what you want. You need to keep their numbers high.
Great positioning by WFZ though, and great timing with that Lich as well. Archmage is
only one footy died so far. That's pretty good actually.
Yeah, but he wanted to go into the base. That's shut down.
Spirit Tower coming up already. Oh, the footies again running into the waiting arms, but that's 2 Novas for only 2 footman kills. That's not too bad. Shop is really late though. Oh, 15 Sway forgot about that one. And also very weird SimCity. There's like no protection at all for these towers.
DK got his staff. I like that. He's moving back to his own shop to get a rod. Oh, no. Changes this. Yeah, this worker is down. This shop is not coming up. And more gold peasants are getting slaughtered.
Income at least is still there. But yeah, the shop forgotten. That one hurts right now. Because you want to save the footies into the back that are hurt. And then heal them up again. But I guess it's okay now because mana is completely dry. First statue only arriving now. A bit of a bumpy defense here on Undead Tier 2, but it's okay still for 15 Sway.
We're getting close to Tier 3 and close to Tier 2, so what will prevail? The Destroyer, Pit Lord, or push, or the Mountain King defense. No mana on the Lich. And that's starting to become an issue as footman numbers are still rising. And he keeps WFZ away from his expansion, getting more and more gold. I think he's stabilizing to a degree. He just has to endure the next push that is to come.
Yeah, thanks to all these peasants surviving the early game, the tech is super fast. MK and tier 3 coming in instantaneously. And Destroyer form is still more than a minute away, so this is looking so much better than the first map. Which has a ton to do with the level 3 AM.
The blacksmith only at 50%. Gyros will be late to counter destroyers, so what's the alternative?
A player's forces are under attack.
There isn't really one. He needs them really badly. I think he was making too few peasants at the expansion, perhaps. Lumber was a bit of an issue. I mean, it's okay now. Blacksmith is coming now. But the workshop is late. You want to have that a little bit sooner. Of course, you know, it's easy for me to criticize. Oh, why don't you micro or macro perfectly everywhere? You know, it's not that easy when you have to deal with an undead army also knocking on your front door. But now again, going for the run-by. And I think this might be the big mistake. Because with the footman at the expansion plus an MK, this would be an easy hold at the expo. But instead, we have a counterattack going on.
Okay, but there's a tower. Destroyer, or the water elemental is already gone. Uses the ghouls to pressure this archmage. DK is also there. And one tower is already gone. One guard tower doesn't do too much, and the Lich has a Nova soon with the region of the statue, so more damage here. And yeah, it's mining time. But that's kind of about it. Has to TP home to save the expo.
Staff in from the DK. Oh, the AM in a dangerous position. Coil Nova. Heal pot. Can't use it in time. 15 sway. This game was looking not too bad for him. But crumbles towards the later stages.
The group of 2-0s so far. It definitely looks like it. 1,200 gold, 15 lumber. That is a disaster. It's 2 gyros, but the 2 destroyers can easily deal with it. Footman herd. Yeah. Oh, he's only at 3 acolytes. And, okay, now builds new ones. And that's GG. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. That's Group A for you.
Too bad. This was looking like the most likely 1-1 at least. But, yeah, crumbling a little bit. Macro not quite on point. But I guess it's the expected result.
This stops the 15 sway hype train a little, unfortunately. 0-4 result in Yule Cup. He looked really good in the weekly cups. War 3 station, 2 times second place in a row. One stop by Blade, once by Focus, which is no shame. But yeah, I expected a little more. Not result-wise, maybe, but closer games, for sure. But alright, didn't happen here. He's still very, very young. He still needs more and more experience, and that was definitely a day to learn from. We have the winner bracket final coming up. So who's the first one to qualify for the finals? Is it Focus or is it 1-2-0? We will show you that after a little break. Stay tuned.